The original Gothic castle Skala was founded by Hynek of Valdštejn, who is listed as the owner in written sources in 1353. Hynek soon passes the estate to his brother Jaroslav of Valdštejn at Chlum, Skála and Lomnice, which is again confirmed in writing. 1358 to 1362. The castle was accessible only from the south side by a bridge over an almost 60-meter abyss. The first appearance of the castle is not known, but some signs of the original construction have been preserved. Openings for beams, carved underground rooms. After the death of Jaroslav of Wallenstein, there is not much news about the local owners, but these include names such as Peter of Vartemberk at Veliš, lords of Jenštejn, Zajíc of Házmburk. What is certain is that the Wallenstein had to give up their property for some time to get it back. Before 1492, Svojanovsky of Bozkovice owned the Skala. At that time, they had extensive estates and Rovensko, Semily, Vysoký, Návarov, partly Turnov, and many other farms and villages belonged to Skala. However, constant shopping in the vicinity of Skala brought a great deal of debt, and Zikmund of Smirice bought it from 1515 to 1524. The castle was transformed into a Renaissance chateau under Smirice. Wooden buildings were replaced by stone buildings. The second floor of the west wing had a continuous corridor. Columned arcades were on the first floor. It was possible to get to the first floor with a spiral staircase, and the main tower was modified. There was a gallery in the tower on the buildings, and a square tower of narrower dimensions above it. The Renaissance sgraffito with hunting motifs adorned the palace building, and the entrance was secured by a high gate with a drawbridge. Of the men's rooms of this time, only a few high art objects have been preserved. A carved wide Renaissance chest and seat, a Meson stove with colorful glazed tiles and antique portraits. After the death of Sigismund of Smirice, one of his sons, Jindřich, won the inheritance. He also expanded the manor, bought Trosky and the surrounding villages. After his death, the sons inherited again. He had three. However, Smirice soon died after the sword, and Zikmund Smirice of Smirice became another owner. He also provided for the expansion of the estate by cesty Dub and Cumberg. However, two of his three sons died early. Albrecht Jan died at the age of 24 and was posthumously sentenced to loss of property after the Battle of White Mountain. What did not happen? Because there was still a weak-minded third Sigismund's son Jindřich Jiří and his two sisters, Markéta Salomena and Alista. Later, after a long squabbling, Albrecht of Wallenstein took possession of the property and, after his death in 1634, acquired the property of Maximilian of Wallenstein, who did not take it all in 1636. However, until the end of the 30 Years' War, Hruba Skala was fortunate, and the invasion of the Swedes. The estate struggled with harsh demands for beer, wine, grain, money, cattle and other things. In 1643, the Swedes fired Turnov, and the Hruba Skala chateau became their refuge for the crew. On the imperial order of 1658, it was decided to demolish Hruba Skala with other surrounding castles. Finally, there was only a partial ditching of the ditch, and the commission decided in 1659 to abandon the liquidation plan. During the 17th to 18th centuries, the chateau of Hruba Skala was not modified in any way.